Today, Baba is teaching us how to be free from bondage. And Baba says that whenever we come into action, we should come from the place of awareness that I am completely detached and full of all attainments. Yes, so how do you come to the awareness that you're fully detached when you're soul conscious? So the soul is detached from this body and this world of matter. I operate through this body. I, the soul, do everything through this body and in this world of matter, but I am neither the body nor the world of matter. And when I seat myself in this position of soul consciousness, then while doing everything, I'm detached. And we do not come into bondage of our actions by doing the action, but when we do our actions in body consciousness, when we perform actions in attachment, then that puts us into bondage. Yes, so what is the language of attachment? I and mine. I am doing it and this is mine. So when you understand that I am just a soul playing my role and I am an instrument and Baba is doing it through me, then you are detached. And then even while performing actions, we are not in the bondage of karma. We don't come into bondage. What is the sign of bondage? The experience of sorrow is the sign of bondage. When you do anything in I and mine consciousness, then what you experience is sorrow eventually. Yes, so I'll give you one example, and I have given it in previous classes also. So there was this one brother, and he once came to the center, and he was in depression, and that too of a very acute kind. And he was also very heartbroken. And he kept asking me, I just want to know what is my fault. So I said, tell me whatever you want to share. He had come, he was a newcomer. He was not a practitioner, a Raj Yoga practitioner or anything. So I asked him, tell me whatever is in your heart. So he said, my wife died very early, and I have one daughter, and I was very good to my daughter. I loved my daughter like anything, and I, of course, and people say that in India these days, there's a lot of talk about treat your daughters well and educate them and this and that. And he said, it didn't even occur to me that I'm doing something for her. She was like, oh, she was the world to me. And I showered everything I had on her, my time, energy, attention. I did whatever I could to educate her, and I spent my time with her. But still, when she was 18 years of age, or lesser, I think, she came into a relationship with a boy. And then she started treating me badly. So whenever I used to say something, she would reply rudely and she would misbehave. And then slowly, gradually, I don't know what happened, but she grew very distant. And then she eloped with that boy at the age of 19 or 20. And she broke all contact with me, and she abandoned me. And ever since then, I'm in depression. because she was the world to me. And then he asked me, what did I do wrong? So, whatever, you people say, care, love, whatever you say, I did all of that. I did not distinguish between a son and a daughter. I was kind, compassionate. I was showering her with everything. And then, why am I suffering so much now? So then I told him, you did everything, but then you did it with attachment. And when you do anything with attachment, you will suffer. So he said, no, but I was not attached. So I said, then why are you? So what is attachment? So then I had to explain it to him that, when you do something and you don't consider yourself to be an instrument, you think I am doing it. So, you cannot get rid of this idea of I am doing it, or this attachment with what you're doing, if you're not consciously thinking about yourself as an instrument. Yes, so if you don't know Baba and you are not a karma yogi, you are not very conscious of the truth that it is Baba who has made me capable of doing whatever I'm doing. And in bhakti also we say that God is making me do it. But in bhakti we don't have any direct relationship with God. So Baba is not our teacher or, teaching us or guiding us or filling us with love and peace and virtues and powers in bhakti, because we don't know Baba. So we are not connecting to Baba in that way. We are not taking powers or virtues from Baba. We are not taking knowledge from Baba. And so even when we say that, everything belongs to God, it doesn't actually manifest as detachment, because there is this sense, very subtle and very deep, that in any case I am doing it. Even if, there is God, but practically I am doing it. But when we come to Baba, then we understand that practically, in a very concrete way, Baba is doing everything through me. Because right now, can you make a distinction between which part of your action is you and which part is Baba? Because you see, our thoughts, our feelings, our intentions, our motivations, our understanding, our sensibilities, our discernment, decisions, every capacity is colored by Baba. So, once somebody told me that, why don't you say, I am doing it or I am saying it? Why do you say Baba, Baba, Baba all the time? I said, because there is no me anymore. I am a Brahma Kumari. I don't know. I cannot relate to who I am without this knowledge, because now the whole personality is colored with Baba's gifts. How can I separate myself from Baba? So, whatever unfinished work is there, only that much of old sanskars is left. Otherwise, everything is colored by Baba. So, how do you say, I am doing it? Because no, nothing that I brought here exists now. Now, everything that Baba gave is only existing. So, this is why Baba says that we children can be really karma yogis. So, when we understand that whatever we are doing, with the aim and objective that we are doing it, or the intentions, the thought processes, the decisions, the understanding, everything is colored by Baba. So when we are doing something, we are mere instruments. It is Baba who has made us do that by making us who we are. So Baba says, when you consciously bring this into your awareness, because the whole challenge is of awareness. So whatever we are discussing is absolutely true, but the catch is, are you in awareness of this? So when I am in awareness that very practically, I'm not me, and whatever I'm doing is influenced by Baba's teachings, directions, powers, virtues, understanding. So that makes me understand that I'm not doing it. I was not capable of doing it. Yes, and how can I take ownership of the choices or the actions that I wouldn't have done if I wouldn't, or if I didn't belong to Baba? So if you color yourself that much with Baba, then you will have this detachment. And when you have detachment, then you understand that, okay, I'm just an instrument, I did it, and it worked out fine. It didn't work out also fine. Because, anyways, Baba operates with the drama. So, Baba and the drama work together. So, only that which is benevolent in the drama will manifest. Other things won't happen. So you are not in bondage of what was the result of what you did. So Baba says, be soul conscious. And when you are in soul consciousness, you know that you are just an instrument, and it is Baba doing everything through you. And then Baba says, be in the awareness that of having all attainments. Yes, so when you are doing something, then there are two motivations for doing something. One is you are doing something to get something. Another is you are doing something because you want to express what you have within you. And when you are coming from a place that I'm empty and I need and I want, then every act that you do is to get something. And these days, if you check, anybody doing anything first thinks about what will I get out of it. Yes, but when I belong to Baba, then what is the song my heart sings? That I have attained whatever there is to attain. And I'm full of all attainments. And then whatever I'm doing is just an expression of the giver soul that I'm actually am. And when I'm doing everything as a giver, not as a beggar, then I'm never disappointed by what somebody does or doesn't do in return. And that is how you become free from bondage. So, there many a times somebody comes and says, I was so good to this person, I was so polite to this person, I was so nice to this person. And then I ask them, what would you have been otherwise? So, what is the other option? So, what in your head is there that, what is the other option that you're exploring? Would you be impolite or rude or bad to somebody? But why would you be that? Is that not your essence? So how does it matter whether somebody gave me something in return or didn't give me? I'm just expressing who I am. And I am who I am, so that can't change. So Baba says, I'm getting everything from Baba and I'm just putting it into expression. So why am I in bondage of whether, something? So let me ask you one. So, one time, in the center, we were thinking about something, we had a positive sankalp for something. And then that didn't materialize, that didn't happen as we thought. And then somebody told me, we wasted so many years creating thoughts about this, and this didn't happen. So I said, why did you waste? You are just creating positive thoughts. And whatever you are creating, you are creating your sanskars and karma through that. So, what is the other option? So, if you knew that this is not going to happen, would you create negative thoughts about it? Yes. So, if let's say, somebody is not studying and they come and say, give us a blessing that we pass. We would always say, yes, you will pass, you will pass with flying colors. Why would I think otherwise? Because we have blessings, so we give blessings. We don't have to judge whether this person is worthy of blessings or not worthy of blessings. So all these things are putting us in bondage. So Baba says, when you come from a place of emptiness, that this should be the result, or I should get this, or this is how it should unfold, or this is how it should happen, then you are in bondage. But when you are free from I and mind consciousness, and you know that you are doing everything as an instrument, and you're just attaining, Baba has bestowed you with so much that you're just expressing it in action, then there is no bondage of karma. You do everything and you are always happy with whatever happens. That is bondage of karma. There is no sorrow. All sense of sorrow comes from a sense of loss. So, when you are full of all attainments, the word loss is not in your dictionary. So you can never lose anything. So there can never be any sorrow. So Baba says this, asks us to practice this. So whenever we are doing something, just take a pause and ask yourself, am I detached? Am I doing it as an instrument? And am I aware that I'm full of all attainments? And then do it. And you could receive sorrow from the seemingly most altruistic actions also. People do charity and this and that, and still they could be very sorrowful. If it is done with the intention, or, with this aspiration that I should get some recognition, some credit for it. So Baba says, you are just full of all attainments when you are expressing. There is no scope for expectation. Come to that place and then do everything. So this is one thing. And of course, being free from bondage is not a small deal. So we have to make that much effort to do actions which do not put us into bondage. Because in Ravan Rajya, every thought, every word, every act is putting us in bondage. Yes, even just think about how much disappointment you feel when you have created a thought and that has not happened. Yes, just think about, let's say you just thought, I will go to the market at 11 a.m. and then it starts raining, and then there's a lot of traffic and this and that, and you're not able to go, and then your mood is upset. Why? Because you came into the bondage of your own thoughts. This should be like this should be like that, this is how it will go. So Baba says, of course you will create thoughts, but do it in a detached manner so that it doesn't put you into bondage. Can you do any karma without creating a thought? You cannot. But what if that thought comes, that thought itself puts you into bondage? Yes, so you thought that, I will buy this and this will look great in the drawing room, and then you have decided about where to place that vase or whatever, and then, it doesn't, and when you receive the parcel, it doesn't look like what you ordered. And then you feel very upset for 2 days, and then other people are saying, but it's still beautiful. But you say, no, but it's not what I thought it would be. It's not like I imagined it to be. And that imagination has put you in so much bondage. So Baba says you need a lot of, that state of soul consciousness, and you need a lot of fullness of attainments to perform actions which do not put you into bondage, because even seemingly good karma, even seva can put you into bondage. If you are doing seva out of this thing that it should be like this, shouldn't be like that. So, you plan for a big event and you have made preparations for 100 people to sit, and then only 10 turn up, and then you are taking the class and you're not looking at those 10 people who have come. You're looking at those 90 seats that are empty. And then that is not seva. So, you should have the capacity to talk to an empty room. If you have decided that I will take this, I will meditate for this 1 hour, or I will conduct this session for around 1 hour, even if nobody comes up, you could just release that vibration sitting in that room. So Baba says not to be in the bondage, or you say something and then you're in bondage. You say something and then you feel, now it's a question of honoring my words and this and that, and then you become so. And I'll give you one example. So one time, there was this one seva in some other place, some ground or something, and I was working with the ministry at that time. And so the sisters who were organizing that seva, they told me, bring this person from the ministry as a guest there. So I said, okay. And then they said, would you be able to do it? So I said, of course, why won't I be able to do it? And it became a question for ego. And then, this person that I had to invite, he was so close to me, and he would go anywhere, I said, but somehow it didn't happen. And that person was not able to come for that event, and he had to leave for somewhere and something. And then he couldn't inform me in time. And then later, when I had to go and tell this, I was so embarrassed and I felt so bad, and I felt like, this is such a big insult. I said, I will do it, and now this person is not coming, and what will Didi think? And I had all these bizarre thoughts. And then I told Santosh Bhai, I'm not going to that program, and I'm not telling anybody. So Santosh Bhai said, then you think this is a good idea? Because they will all be waiting and you will not even inform. So I said, no, it's so insulting, it's so embarrassing. So then he told me, no, you go and tell them. They know that they have knowledge of the drama, that the drama is repeating every 5,000 years. They know that. So you go and tell them. And then I told Didi that, with a lot of thoughts and this and that, I told Didi that, that person didn't come up. And then Didi said, okay, just okay, nothing. And this is how, we become so much in bondage of our own words or our own actions. And, you are doing something and then you have an expectation of it should be like this, should be like that, and then you feel like my time got wasted, my energy got wasted. But nothing goes to waste if you have been positive, powerful, purposeful while doing it. And if you have created all these waste thoughts, then of course, when you are in bondage, you are creating negative karma. So, this is what Baba is telling us, that we need to practice a lot of fullness of attainments, a lot of detachment, so that we can do actions which don't put us in further bondage, and we could also, finish our old karmic accounts and become karmatit. And then today Baba talks about, Baba says, being ever healthy, ever wealthy, and happy is your birthright. Have you taken your birthright? So when you come into contact with somebody, do they see your happy, cheerful, and fortunate face? Yes, do they feel that you have this sense that I am the most fortunate because I'm ever healthy, ever wealthy, and ever happy? And that cheerfulness, that happiness, that sense of fortune, does it convey to the other? Does it get communicated to the other? And how do you take this birthright? So this is our birthright. Why Baba says this is our birthright is because health is a gift of yoga. So Baba says you get wealth from knowledge, health from yoga, and happiness from good karma. So Baba gives us true knowledge. Baba teaches us how to have yoga with Baba, and Baba teaches us how to do good karma by giving us the knowledge of karma, and vikarma. And when we do these three things, imbibe knowledge, have yoga with Baba, and do good karma, then what will our personality be like? It will be like happy, fortunate, and cheerful always. Because Baba says that, in this world, there is nothing called wealth. Why is wealth rated so highly? Why is everybody running after wealth? Yes, have you thought about it? Please answer if you have anything to say. Om Shanti.
Probably they might think that it is the source of happiness.
They
can buy all the facilities and have all the entertainment pleasures, yes. And that's swell for them.
Okay. Yes. Anybody else would like to? Hanji. Hanji. Amrita, security. You feel secure. Okay. Yes. And Rajni Ben, yes.
It fulfills all our needs.
Hanji?
It fulfills all our needs.
It fulfills all our needs. Okay. 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 So need, security, happiness. This is associated with wealth, right? But do you really think that your needs are fulfilled when you have a lot of wealth? Or it gives you security? Or it gives you happiness? No. Yes. The more wealthy you are, the more full of fear you are. Yes. So you have a lot of fear and insecurity about losing the wealth that you have, or not staying the way you are wealthy today. So all of these things come up, and then the more wealth you have, the needs multiply. Yes. So the other day somebody was telling me that Uh, when I earned some money, I thought that now my class has changed, but now I compete with others. So now I have to do better than them. So now, still, I feel that I'm the poorest in my locality. So earlier I was in a different locality and I was poor there. Now my locality has shifted. So now I'm poor here. So I'm still poor. I'm just in a different locality. And I remember there was this one sister and she lives in the US, and she once told me something very nice. She said, we live in the poshest locality in the US, but we are the poorest people there. And we are wealthy only when we come to India. So, and we don't like to come to India because now we are competing there. So, so it's a whole lot of confusion about whether we are wealthy or poor. So you see that all these things, all the sense of security and power, and that sense of I have enough, or contentment, whatever you are seeking for from wealth, you don't get it from wealth. You get it from knowledge. So when you understand you are a soul and you are the master of your body, your senses, your mind, intellect, and sanskars, that gives you a lot of sense of power, which no wealth can give you. And then when you know that you are beyond fame, defamation, praise, insult, or gain and loss, then you're truly wealthy. And when you know you can't die, then you have the highest security. And when you know that, in any ways, even if you leave the body, how does it matter? You will take your karma and you will get the same reward next birth. So nobody can take away anything from you. People can even kill you, but they can't take away anything from you, because you will get everything according to your karma. And I always have this slogan in my awareness: anybody can do anything, but they can't do anything to me. Because I am a soul and I know how to be in my power, be in my Swaman, and not get affected by it. So Baba says this is wealth. And then health. What is health? So in this old world, you cannot be free from disease, but you can be free from disease. What is disease? Dis-ease. Yes, so when you are at ease, you are free from disease. So Baba says, when you have a lot of yoga power, you are always at ease. Even if the body is going through some karmic settlement, the mind is going through, even when the mind is going through karmic settlement, how does it matter? The mind is separate from me, the mind is, so I tell my mind, you do whatever you want, I am in Swadharma and I am okay. So you can use your intellect and do things at that time. So that is ease, and that is health. That you can operate, you can do what you have, what you're meant to do, whatever is your karma, despite the state of any physical health or any mental health or anything. And I will tell you one brother I have seen. And of course, this is a rare case, but still I will share it with you. That brother has schizophrenia and he is in Gyan. And I have seen that brother manage his life with so much dignity because of Gyan, that even his mental illness is not able to bring disgrace to his life. When you take medicines for schizophrenia, you feel very sleepy. They make you drowsy. But that brother, I saw he would keep walking from here to there in his house, and he wouldn't sleep during the day, and he would get up at 4 and then he would retire early at night. He's not able to work or anything. He has these thoughts, but whatever, and Baba has made arrangements for him also. So, he has created his fortune in such a manner that his food and living are provided for. There are other people working in the family and they've provided for it. But he is able to lead his life with dignity. He is not screaming, shouting. He is not getting frustrated. He is taking care of himself. He takes his medicines regularly. Even if he has to fight with his inner demons who keep telling him, don't take medicines. But he still has this awareness. He takes medicine, doesn't make his life inactive. And once, he told me that I am also fighting with Maya. My Maya is a little stronger. So, but we are all fighting with Maya, and with Baba, it's okay. And I have so much respect for that soul that it is very rare the way he is managing things. And Baba says that, you are healthy if you are having yoga with Baba. And then happy. And Baba says happiness is the product of good karma. Whatever you do on Baba Srimad, even getting up in the morning and having remembrance of Baba, very good karma, will put you in happiness. And that happiness people are pursuing badly, which we have at every step when we are following Srimad. So Baba says, let your personality be so full of the message that I'm happy, cheerful and fortunate, that people also have hope, because most people are very hopeless these days. And when they see you and see your life, and then they have hope that if they are so happy, why can't I be? Because people think that only those who have a lot are very happy. But when they see that you are also in a very ordinary setting, but you're full of attainments, so then they also have hope that they can be happy wherever they are. And this is the service that Baba wants us to do. Okay. So anybody wants to share anything, please do.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti Ji.
Didi, I have 2 questions. I just wanted to know this. Bondage of karma is also actually a bondage of sanskars.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because sanskar is driving my karma.
Yes, of course. Yes.
And my karma is again, the pattern is like it is coming from sanskar. That's
Yes.
why it's a bondage of
Yes.
sanskar.
Yes.
So if the same procedure that is yoga actually helps us to come out of the bondage of sanskar or karma, whatever it is.
See, Baba is saying that you use the power of knowledge, you use the power of yoga anyway, right? But today Baba is underlining that before coming into action, bring that awareness in yourself that I am full of all attainments and I am detached. But you cannot do that without the power of yoga and knowledge, because without that your sanskar will not change. So that is 24 hours work. But when you're coming into action, this is the attention you have to pay. Yes.
Detachment and
full of all attainments. Yes. Next question.
And one more question, when we fight within ourselves, between our sanskars, that is demonic sanskar and divine sanskar, is this also called a settlement in mind, the karmic settlement in mind? Or
if you win,
disease we see?
No, if you win, it is a settlement.
Okay.
So, for example, I am having a wave of complaint, okay, and I'm fighting within myself that no, this is a soul and they have their own part and this and that, and I use all my knowledge and power and win over it, and now I'm complaint free. So then that sanskar, that karma is settled. Because then you didn't put it into action.
No.
Yes.
So this is also karmic settlement. That is in my mind, which is going.
Yes.
Karmic settlements are not only physical, it is also mental, and even with the sanskars also we have karmic settlements.
Yes.
Like you said, we are superseding.
Yes.
Our divine sanskar is coming over our demonic sanskar.
Correct.
So it is also a settlement.
Correct. Yes. Okay. Yes. Anybody else would like to share something? Anji.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Today, from this class, I will practice that whatever I am doing, whatever action I am performing, I have to ask myself whether I am detached or not, and whether I'm aware of my attainments or not. And if I am doing something to get, then it is coming from body consciousness. And when I'm expressing myself, I'm aware of the knowledge of Baba and all, then that is soul consciousness.
Yes.
Thank you, Didi.
Thank you.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om
I
Shanti.
always get confused in that a matter of karmic settlement.
Yes.
Like that means karmic settlement is the matter of choice.
Yes.
Like what choice you make between the demonic and the divine. So when you finally make a choice of the going with the divine sanskar or divine actions, so your karmic settlement are done. But anyway, when you are having that dilemma and the conflict within or conflict even outside, so you're going through a massive pain and massive sort of a mental torture. So is that a part of a karmic settlement?
Yes.
Also, the physical pain, the mental pain.
Yes. So that is the price you're paying for settlement.
That's the price you're paying for karmic settlement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Sister. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.